It's incredible. And you have people coming over with bags of soup, big bags of soup, and they lay it on the ground, and the anarchists take it and they start throwing it at our cops, at our police. And if it hits you, that's worse than a brick because it's got force. It's the perfect size. It's like made perfect. And when they get caught, they say, no, this is just soup for my family. And then the media says, this is just soup. These people are very, very innocent. They're innocent people. Like this, and we were, I need water, help me, I need water, help. And he's right, this is on live television. Well, you have to understand, the first time I ever heard of Black Lives Matter, they were chanting, pigs in a blanket, talking about police. Pigs, talking about our police. Pigs in a blanket, fry them like bacon. Well, you have to understand, the first time I ever heard of Black Lives Matter, they were chanting, pigs in a blanket, talking about police. Pigs, talking about our police. Pigs in a blanket, fry them like bacon.
They felt pretty comfortable after day two. They felt pretty comfortable after day two.
Ladies and gentlemen, leaders and fighters for freedom and liberty and the American dream, the best is yet to come.
Everybody comes in your grandmother ear. Not good. Believe me, not good. No good, really bad for you. No good, really bad for you. No good. No good. No good, really bad for you. Not good. Believe me, not good. So stupid. Thank you. Dumb people, liberal people. No good, really bad for you. No good. Well, you have to understand, the first time I ever heard of Black Lives Matter, they were chanting, pigs in a blanket, talking about police. Pigs, talking about our police. Pigs in a blanket, fry them like bacon. No good, really bad for you. No good. Not good. Believe me, not good. So stupid. Thank you. Dumb people, liberal people. 8 months after his alleged meeting with the Burmese executives. So this Burmese, they say, pronounce it Burmese. A real beautiful company. No good, really bad for you. No good. Not good. Believe me, not good. No good. No good, really bad for you. Not good. Believe me, not good. No good. No good, really bad for you.
I liked beer. I still like beer. But I did not drink beer to the point of blacking out.
Everybody comes in your grandmother ear.
Honestly, Sam, if I could just get the sentence out. We can talk about Jimmy Dorsey's going to kill 15 kids tomorrow, and I still believe in force the vote.
We've ended the war on American energy. We were in war. And we've ended the war on beautiful, clean coal, one of our great natural resources.
That was an opinion of somebody, and that was a retweet. I'll put it out there. People can decide for themselves. I don't take a position.
Hello, users, and welcome to another episodic installation of Above It All, folks. So I got the hat on today. As you can see, I've got a little bit of sunburn on my nose. You see that? Right? I got a little bit of sunburn on my goddamn nose. So yeah, I'm alive. I'm living. I'm continuing to live. In fact, I'm live while alive. Could you imagine such a scenario and where that would occur? Because that's what's happening, folks. That's what's fucking happening. All right. Hopefully everyone's having I probably do have a smudge on my glasses. I haven't cleaned my glasses in like, oh my, look at this shit. Look at this shit. You see that shit? Can you see that shit? Because that's what I'm seeing right now. I don't know if that's visible. I can't see the screen because I have no glasses on. But Lord of fucking mercy. I live my life like this. Like every single time I fucking use my eyeballs. Like, Lord. I need to get some fucking like liquid spray for this shit. Does water work? Or can I just use water? Is water okay? I got water, you know? I don't know. I've never cleaned my glasses before. I got water all over it. Fuck. Now there's water on my glasses. What was I thinking? Lord have mercy. Actually, that did work. Folks. Damn! Hell yes! Alright, so, what's poppin', folks? Hello, Mila. Hello, Paladin. Hello, Abner. Hello, Catherine. Hello, Good. Hello, Fun. Hello, David. Hello, Bob. Hello, Counting. Hello, Chokey. Hello, Nicholas. Hello, Cloud. Hello, Knight. What's up? How's everyone going? Alright. So, today, you know, I've had some interesting clips presented to me. That I'm going to react to. That's right, folks. I'm reacting again. But I'm going to get into the recap segment for the protests first. That's going to happen first. And so that's kind of the situation that we're dealing with here. God ass damn. All right. Hello, Abner. What's poppin'? Oh shit, Mike Lindell is trending. Oh fuck, folks. Oh fuck. That's hilarious. Alright. Did you see the Channel 5 at the White Lives Matter rally? We just watched that. What White Lives Matter rally? Where did that happen? Feel free to send me the link on Disco. Alright. Oh. Imagine being the governor of My Pillow Incorporated. Feel free to send me anything to react to. Huntington Beach? Oh, Lord. All right, folks. Okay, folks. So, yesterday was the 35th day of protests in Elizabeth City over the police killing of Andrew Brown Jr. Now, obviously, yesterday, or rather the day before yesterday, we had an altercation with a vehicle. And so we had an even bigger turnout yesterday than we did the day before. So the vehicle attack did not scare people. Well, it probably did scare people, but it didn't scare people into staying home. We had even better numbers than we did the day before. So right beforehand, the deputy police chief and some other bitch come out to try to like lecture us on how to stay safe or whatever. And so I asked them a couple questions, and I didn't get any response, but I did ask some questions. Do you apologize for not doing your jobs yesterday? Do you apologize for having Officer Parr on the force? Anything? Any accountability whatsoever, Jimmy? Officer Parr, is he going to get fired, yes or no? Do you even know who he is? Now, obviously, if you don't know, Officer Parr is the one who is blocking the angry racist. And then they moved out of the way as the protest was getting toward that street. And then the angry racist drove into the crowd and hit 3 people. And so, no, they have said nothing on whether or not Officer Parr is still on the force, whether or not he is on administrative leave, whether or not he's been fired, whether or not he's had any complaints against him. They have not responded to a single question, myself or other people asking them about the status of the officer who let the car hit us. I am not going to let this go. I will be asking them this question every single day for the rest of their lives until I get a response. So let's keep going.
Anything? No? Just gonna walk by the Confederate monument? I bet you like that monument, don't you, Jimmy? Is that why you moved here?
So actually, I made a mistake. He didn't move here. Actually drives 2 hours every single day. And so we start marching. We're marching up a fucking storm. Thank you, Fun Police, for the $4.99 super chat, by the way. We're marching up a fucking storm. People are pissed, as you can see. I took this really, this is a good-ass photograph. You got the flag, right? You got, you can't even see the back of the protest. There's so many people. It's a good-ass photograph. Can I just say, hats off to me, right? Hats off, right? I can't take my hat off because I have the headset on, so that would be, a whole thing. But hats off to me for the good-ass photos. And so we are marching on Eringhouse Street, and we are approaching the area where the angry racist hit us yesterday, or the day before yesterday. And as you can see, there's even more cars here. Multiple different agencies just blocking that street, learning a lesson potentially. But there were also instances where cops were not blocking streets. So, I mean, yeah, they blocked that street with 2 cars, but they left some other streets open. And so I just want to say, again, I want to give everyone this little reminder here, right? The police asked us to file permits for our protests, parades, so that they would know how to protect us. Why are we filing permits if they don't protect us? That's my question. Why are we dealing with that bullshit? Why are we giving them our information in advance if they're not going to fucking protect us, right? And they're not going to answer questions about Officer Parr. What's going on there? That's weird. It's strange, right? They're just going to pretend like they had nothing to do with it. I'm not going to let it go. It was not a random act of violence. It was a random act of violence perpetuated by police. Police instigated it and set up the situation for this random act of violence. That's what happened. And so ECPD trying to pretend like that's not the case, them trying to save face and block this with 2 cars. I'm sorry, go fuck yourself. Burn in hell, bitch. I don't give a shit about what you have to say. So we are still marching down Eringhouse. This is an interesting... And now it's really hard to see because these little cowardly beta male bitches have their windows tinted. But I find Felton's car, Lieutenant Daryl Felton. I find his car and ask him some questions. And now, again, it's really, really hard to see his body movement on the camera, but I'll try to describe it for you after the clip here, so just check this out.
Are you gonna do your job today, bud? You thinking about it?
So as you can tell, his hands are flailing. What he's doing is he's going I don't know. He's doing the shoulder shrug thing. Now, again, it's really hard to see here. But
thinking about it? Maybe?
You can see him flailing his hands, as you can see. And so Felton's playing along. He's oh, whoops, people almost died yesterday. What a funny joke, right? So this is the kind of absolute state that we're dealing with in Elizabeth City, right? These motherfuckers demand that we give us their routes so they can protect us from vehicle attacks. Vehicles hit us, and then when asked about them, oh, I don't know. Oh, look at me, I'm a cartoon character. Woohoo! Go fuck yourself, Daryl, you piece of fucking shit. You're not funny. So we're going back. We turn around on Eringhouse, and we're going backwards. Now, again, you can see this giant mall parking lot, right? Now, again, a lot of cars are being fielded this way, but there's a lot of vehicles this way, and so this is a friendly vehicle, not even a police car, blocking the parking lot here. So that's very interesting. Very interesting that the cops are not blocking all the streets. Now, again, I don't necessarily want the cops along the whole route. I'm saying, fuck the permit, let's do whatever we want, right? But the police are specifically trying to corral us, and they're not doing their fucking jobs. And they're treating us like we're fucking ants in an ant farm, motherfucker. They're treating us like we're dogs in a kennel, right? And they know that they're winning. They're successfully corralling and liberalizing the protest, even after almost getting us killed. They're testing the waters. That's what ECPD is doing. All right, we can almost kill them and they're still going to follow the protest permit. What else can we do? Can we actually kill someone and then they're going to follow the permit? Can we kill 2 people? Can we injure a kid? Are they still going to follow a permit if we injure 2 kids? What if we injure 3 kids? Like, that's what I feel like they're doing here. Them refusing to apologize or even acknowledge that police had any wrongdoing. I'm sorry, go fuck yourself. And any one of the protesters, and I don't mean to be too rude here, but any one of the protesters who is not interested in holding them accountable for Officer Parr driving out of the way, I'm sorry, but what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Like, seriously, why are you going out there and being nice to cops and not asking them about why they let someone hit us? That, like, I'm serious about this. This is a life and death scenario. People almost fucking died the other day, and people are just gonna pretend like it's business as usual. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? That is some beta male bullshit, okay? That is not community. That is not solidarity. So I'm not gonna, like, call anyone out by name here, but there's a couple of people that, I'm sorry, you need to fucking stand up to the fucking police. They're out here trying to get us killed, and you pretending like that didn't happen is an insult to me, and it is an insult to the people that were injured. I can tell you that. So this is another shot that I took when I hopped up on a little bit of like a little brick thing. And so this is, as you can see, as a result of yesterday. Now, we've had caravans follow us a lot of the time. But yesterday, after the day before with the car attack, we had even more cars follow us. Just prevent any police or anyone else from getting toward us. Now, again, I want to remind you of what police had said before. Felton, Daryl Felton, the fuckface who said that there would never be a vehicle attack, Charlottesville would never happen in Elizabeth City, that dumbass fuck for brains dumb fuck, came to us about a week ago and asked us not to have cars in our protest because they don't know who they are. That's what Lieutenant Daryl Felton said. Lieutenant Daryl Felton requested that we have no cars at our protest because we don't know who they are. Okay, well, you didn't know who the car was that hit us the other day, and you didn't do anything. In fact, actually, you did do something. You got out of the way, and you let them hit us. So again, I don't give a fuck what these dumb motherfuckers have to say. If they want to come out here and lecture us, I'm sorry. I'm not going to let that happen. I'm just not going to let people get talked down to like they're fucking 3-year-olds. If you are over the age of 18 and you let a police officer talk down to you, I'm sorry, you're a child. You're a fucking loser. You're a beta and you're a fucking coward and you should just stay fucking home. That's what I have to say. So we're on Water Street here. And we wrap back around. No real incidents to report. Nothing really happened. It was just a very nice march. But, you know, I'm like... protesting that is within the confines of the permit and within the confines of the police is not a protest, it's a parade. We are not doing much of, if at all, economic impact on the city of Elizabeth City or Pasquotank County. And so that's my personal opinion. I think we need to change tactics. That being said, I mean, I'm still going to be here and covering every single day regardless of the tactics. And again, the police do not keep us safe. Anyone who's out there trying to pretend like they're on the side of the police or trying to pretend to be both sides, go fuck yourself. You are putting me in danger. You are putting our children in danger. You are putting everyone in danger. When you pretend that a cop is your friend, you are putting us in danger. You are giving them control. Right? Now again, what happened when the cops had control? They drove out of the way and let a fucking Confederate hit us. That's what happened when they had control. So I say, fuck their control. They're not doing anything. Let's just fucking do whatever we want. Right? What are the police going to do? Just ignore us? No, they're going to fucking escort us regardless of what we do. Regardless of whether or not we file or follow the fucking permit or not. They're going to fucking escort us. And if they want to arrest us, let them fucking arrest us. Arrest me, bitch. I fucking dare you. That's free content for my motherfucking podcast. You want to arrest me for peacefully protesting? Do it, bitch. I fucking dare you. I dare you to arrest me for peacefully protesting. I fucking dare you, motherfucker. If I get arrested before Officer Parr gets arrested, that's going to be some juicy fucking clips that I get to post on my YouTube channel. Let me just fucking tell you. So again, fuck the cops. Fuck Felton. fuck Avens, fuck Buffalo, fuck all these fucking losers, and fuck anyone who thinks that they're their friends. I'm sorry, but seriously, I'm like, my patience is wearing fucking thin on these motherfuckers who are trying to pretend that the cops didn't try to get us killed the other day. That was on purpose. You don't accidentally drive out of the path when an angry racist is yelling at you, right? You don't accidentally drive out of the path and let them hit protesters. You don't. That is on purpose. That is a purposeful act of violence and agitation. That is the police officer saying, I wish I could do this myself, but I've got someone that's willing to do it for me. That's what that is. And anyone who thinks that it's anything different, I'm sorry, you're a fucking sheep, you're a fucking clown, and you should just stay the fuck home because you're doing a net disservice to our fucking movement. That's what I say. That's my opinion. You can feel free to disagree with me, and you can feel free to still continue to be out. That's just my opinion. If you are supporting police in an anti-police protest, hey, maybe go do a picnic somewhere. Like, maybe go do your own form of thing. Because I'm serious. Like, the police killed Andrew Brown. They're not our friends. The police killed Andrew Brown. The police moved and let someone hit 3 of our protesters. They're not our friends. Plain and simple. They're not our fucking friends. And if they're your friend, then maybe you shouldn't be my friend if that's the situation. If your best friend is the fucking chief of police, hey, I judge you by the company you keep. I take guilt by association on that front pretty seriously. I can't trust a motherfucker who's got fucking cops out the wazoo as their fucking friends, as their posse. I'm sorry. Just can't do it. My weed guy is on the way, BRB. Oh my fucking god. You are spot on. Keep it up, Andrea. You're my goddamn hero. I wish I had your heart and strength. Thank you so much. $4.99. So proud of you, Andrea, and it's beautiful of you standing with your neighbors. I've took a break from news because it's been a tough 4 years, but your reward slash award slash trophy emoji. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I mean, again, I'm telling you this right now. Like, I like, when I started my show, one of the reasons why I started Above It All was because I felt like not that many people that do YouTube shows about politics know what it's like to be a protester or an activist. I felt that the number of YouTube hosts that know what it's like to be an activist was so close to zero that I had to intervene, right? So I mean, again, like, this is my shit right here. Like this is where I'm at. This is my element. And so, yeah, I mean, I'm, like, I don't know, if y'all, like, just tuned in over the last year and thought that I was, like, a fake or whatever, I mean, hey, now you know. I don't know what else to tell you, right? But, yeah, I don't fuck around. I mean, I guess I do fuck around, but I don't fuck around that much. I'm going to cover another article in a second here. Let me check a video file. Imagine if a cop came out your wazoo. I don't know if I'm interested in that. All right, so I'm going to read an article here from the Daily Beast, and I would like to request that people send the reporter an email requesting that they have additional information on the officer that allowed this to happen. So here's an article from the Daily Beast. Witnesses say white woman accused of ramming protesters used N-word. Now, I want to be very clear here. Again, let me actually get my Twitter post up. I got video of the officer who drove out of the way and let this person through to hit us. So this is like, now this article is about how this is not a random act of violence. This person came from Greenville to inflict terror and to hurt people, right? And this officer was blocking their path and then got out of the way and then refused to arrest them. So I just want to, like, this is important to understand, right? This is the officer just like, This is the guy, right, that drove out of the way and let them into the crowd. So I want to be very, very clear. Now, if you search Control F PAR in this article, there's no results. Now, I want people to send the reporter here, however way you can, Andrew Boriga, send them an email with this accompanying information that Officer Parr is the one who let them into the crowd. Because again, this was not an accident. This was not a spur of the moment someone doing an act of violence randomly. This person traveled here to inflict violence and the police let them do it. Officer Parr drove out of the way to let them hit us, and that needs to be reported in more mainstream media outlets. So let's read. Valerie Lindsay was protesting with a small crowd in Elizabeth City, North Carolina on Monday evening when a white sedan rolled up to an intersection partly blocked by activists enraged by the police killing of a local black man. Lindsay, who is black, told the Daily Beast that the driver of the vehicle, 41-year-old Lisa Michelle O'Quinn, rolled down her window and said that if members of the Elizabeth City Police Department who were guarding the procession were not present, the protesters would not be safe. Again, I want to remind everyone, and you just look at police reports and just stenographer or whatever, I'll just write down what they say. What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? I'm not going to even bother reading that. I really feel like we were targeted, Deshaun Morris, 41, whose wife Michelle was the other protester allegedly struck by O'Quinn, told the Daily Beast. Allegedly. Go fuck yourself with a fucking allegedly. O'Quinn was arrested on Monday and charged with 2 felony counts of assault with a deadly weapon with intent to kill by the use of a motor vehicle and 1 count of careless and reckless and 1 count of unsafe movement. She could not be reached for comment. Again, I want to remind her she had a $40,000 bond and was released within 2 hours. She has not been charged with a hate crime, although Elizabeth City Police Department said in a press release that they would be investigating possible hate crime. Are you going to investigate Officer Parr, who interacted with that person and then drove off and let them hit us? Why is no one talking about that? Hello? What the fuck? Right? Like, seriously, it's ridiculous. And so, according to the Elizabeth City Police, O'Quinn was being held, blah, blah, blah. Who fucking cares? Who fucking cares? We just don't have any faith at all in our top officials, he told the Daily Beast. We just need to put people in positions that are going to work for everybody. Abso-fucking-lutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. And so I just wanted to read this article. I wanted to provide to you that little, like, again, this was not an accident. And the police were involved. I need people to understand. This is not like my little random, like, conspiracy theory. $40,000 bond, Lindsay. This is not my random little conspiracy theory. It's on tape. The officer driving out of the way. The officer then refusing to arrest. The officer then saying that they needed to protect the racist from us. That's all on video. Daily Beast, where are you at? Why aren't you reporting on this? Protesters that were arrested for free speech were in jail longer than fucking O'Quinn. She was only in there for 2 hours. We had some people that were sitting in jail for 3-4 hours the other night. Think about this, world. Think about this. Like, y'all need to know what the fuck is going on here. No one else is reporting it. The Daily Beast isn't reporting it. Local news isn't reporting it. I am the only outlet reporting this information. I don't want to be the only outlet reporting this information. I don't want an exclusive. Fuck the exclusive. No one's fucking watching my goddamn show. My exclusive is worthless. I'm just pissed the fuck off right now. This is a cover-up. Like, that's what this is. They covered up the murder of Andrew Brown, and they're going to cover up the police involvement of this car attack. That's the goal. It's a fucking cover-up. Plain and fucking simple. You're watching it happen in real time. You're watching it happen in real fucking time. This cover-up is happening right now. Like, literally. Like, I'm telling you this. I saw this motherfucker drive out of the way. It's on video. I don't have the video of him driving out of the way, but it's on someone else's Facebook Live, right? I have the video of him saying that we are more dangerous than the person who drove into a crowd. I have him on video just watching them drive away, right? It's all on video. Why aren't mainstream news talking about it? Why aren't the police responding to this? God damn it, dude. I'm so fucking mad right now. For real? Where the fuck is Max? Max is right there. Fun Police, $9.99. This is your element. There's no one else with your angles I've seen, and your angle is exactly how I feel, and I love your show. Please never stop the fight. Thank you so much. I'm definitely trying my best over here, for sure. For sure. I'm getting my second COVID dose tomorrow. If anyone wants to put my ankles behind my head, I feel that, sure, yeah. You are rightfully pissed. Keep pushing. I am very upset. Think about that you're on the front lines making change. There's going to be people, young people who follow in your footsteps, and your friends are growing. I mean, I'm glad to be inspirational, but let's not get carried away. Menu Frog, A5. You're important, X. We love you. Thank you for the X. Is that like Mega Man X? Okay, so apparently there's...
You're fucking...
Should I cover this? The White Lives Matter rally. Lord have mercy. Is this just like a cringe comp? Is that what this is? Let's do a cringe comp. But before I do that, I'm going to need to take care of myself. I'm going to need to give myself some, you know, just bear with me. Alright, so I'm going to give y'all what I'm going to cover for the rest of the day in advance. So, I know there's a lot of people in my audience that like Vouch. But I saw this clip of Vouch saying some honestly really disgusting shit. And it's not like disgusting shit he said a year ago or 2 years ago. It's like disgusting shit he said like yesterday. So I'm going to talk about that. I'll talk about this White Lives Matter bullshit, right? And then I want to talk about Mike Lindell, because I haven't talked about him in a while, and that's really funny. So that's going to be like what I'm going to talk about here. You know, just give me a sec. All right. Is there footage of just the car attack? Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Someone got it on the Facebook Live, I believe. And I got the second, because they hit two protesters and then they hit a protester on a bike, and I got the bike interaction. And someone else got the initial interaction. All right, folks. White Lives Matter. Let's get it.
You're fucking shit! The fuck out of here, commie motherfucker! Hey, this is our town, motherfucker! Try to take it! Try to take it!
If they start shooting, get behind me. Hashtag white privilege.
Breaking news. Breaking news. You're watching Channel 5 with Andrew Callahan.
They assassinated Kobe Bryant. How many people know that? They assassinated Kobe Bryant. They tried to kill Tiger Woods in that car accident recently.
Why?
The Kobe Bryant deal is that he had dirt on the Clintons. I love black people. I love everybody. We're all God's children.
Isn't this a White Lives Matter rally?
Well, I'll tell you what. This whole thing with the virus, with BLM, with Antifa, that was to hurt President Trump. And the reason that President Trump wasn't back by January 20th, the reason he hasn't been back yet, is because he didn't want to have civil war. I think you know where I was on January 6th.
Where were you?
I think you know where I was on January 6th. Trump is still in control of our country.
Where'd you get those shoes from? Those are pretty fresh.
Those are just champion. Being a champion for the Lord. That's it.
Yo,
good for you. See, there's nothing.
I can't with these motherfuckers. I can't with these motherfuckers. This is such a good video. I think you know where I was on January 6th. Like, okay, I want to remind y'all of the story. There were these cops in Virginia that knelt with George Floyd protesters. Remember that last year? Oh shit, Virginia cops were kneeling with George Floyd protesters. Whoa, bro. And then they showed up at the Capitol on January 6th. Right? Oops. My bad, right? So I just want to throw that out there, like, you know, because we're talking about cops earlier in the show. But yeah, fuck cops. Like, fuck them all straight to hell. Never fall for that shit.
Anti-white supremacist about that. That's not a white supremacist message.
Sometimes the truth hurts.
What's the most painful piece of truth that's hurt you?
Guy stealing my home. He falsified a trustee's deed to himself with 7 false representations on it.
Yeah, I can't with the music. Whoever edited this is amazing. The music is so good. I'm sorry.
Message.
Sometimes the truth hurts.
The fucking, like, I had to zoom in the music.
What's the most
really
painful
good,
piece of
really
truth that's
good.
hurt you?
Guy stealing
Really
my
good.
home. He falsified a trustee's deed to himself with 7 false representations on it and stole my home. His name's Bill Joyner. He lives in Shady Canyon. He destroyed my family, destroyed my 25-year business, separated and devastated my family. So that answers your question.
This dude sounds like he sucks.
I don't think he's a good guy. In my opinion, he's a bad guy and he's hurt a lot of people. But then again, look what the Democrats are doing to others. The deep state is trying to control the people. They control the banking. They control the countries. They control the Vatican.
One of the things I love about, like, being a journalist, right, is that, like, when I lived in DC, I went to the July 4th, I think it was 2019, where they had, like, the giant military parade throughout Washington, DC. And what I did was I interviewed random QAnon people that were waiting in the crowd to watch Trump speak. And so I was interviewing random QAnon people, and it's great because, like, as a journalist, right, there's going to be times where you get someone who just, like, won't stop fucking talking, and it's like, that's such free content, right? Because, you know, it is kind of awkward, right, to walk up to people and say, hey, you want to talk? Because most people are going to, like, say, like, 20 seconds of stuff, or, like, you know, but when you get someone that's just going to talk on camera for, like, 10 minutes straight about some bullshit, like, you know you've struck gold, especially with this motherfucker.
And I care about our country. I want people to know what's going on.
What's going on is a White Lives Matter rally.
Is that what's going on? Yeah. Oh, okay. I had no idea what was going on. I heard that there was a BLM thing going on, and with that usually comes Antifa. I'm kind of anti-Antifa.
These are the, quote, White Lives Do Matter flyers that Huntington Beach police have said they received a report about from at least one neighborhood.
White Lives Matter rally and counter-protest today in Huntington Beach.
Yeah, it's okay to be white, right? Yeah, I'm not here to be violent or anything. I'm just here for, you know, just say everything matters.
So what brought you out here to the White Lives Matter rally?
Oh, I just like the food.
What's your favorite white food?
Fish tacos.
See, why is the media this the problem, bro? This is my friend, and he's out here with a shirt, and that's it. How are we racist?
I don't own a plantation, and the blacks aren't picking cotton. Come on, we're not in the 1860s, you know, where people were getting lynched and hanged. That racism is overblown. I see it firsthand.
See what?
That there's no racism.
How?
Oh my god, this motherfucker! Yo, I don't know if I could get through this whole video. I'm gonna try. Am I getting a tan? Yo, look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at that. Look at that. That answers your question? Yes, I'm getting a motherfucking tan. Look at that. Look at one side of my arm. Look at that. Look at the other side. Does that answer your question? Yes, I'm getting a motherfucking tan.
I have Mexican friends, white friends, of course. I have black friends. We smoke cigars together even down here. And I work with Latino guys, fabulous workers. El Salvadorian guys, they're the hardest workers I ever saw. There's no racism. Overblown.
Who do you think's blowing it out of proportion?
Probably the Democrats. Yeah, they have to pull the freaking race card.
It's really sad to see that there's people who are hindering the development and the progress that this country could find if we just unite together and utilize diversity as our instrumental key.
Absolutely, yeah. We wanted to let them know if they try to do this stuff and try to frame it in a white supremacist dog whistly way, we will show up and not allow them to do that. We see through it. Anti-fascist action.
Some liberals want to just pretend like they're not there. Don't give them attention.
Hell yeah, I mean, I agree with this, but like also like I want to watch the cringers. Like that's what I'm interested in. Because if the rest of this is just people I agree with, like I'm down. Like
shut the fuck up, bitch. Fuck you. Fuck your life. I hope you fucking die, homie. Straight up. Fuck you.
Alright, that's really good. Alright, that was a really fun video. Yo, Max, what the fuck are you barking at, bro? Come on, chill. Yo, okay, let me talk about this. Because I, like, one of the things that I used to do before this show started was when I lived in D.C., right? I would attend a lot of protests that were like Proud Boys or other right-wing groups. I've been to like, you know, White Lives Matter kind of shit. And like this shit can get out of control. Like it can get out of control, especially in places like DC or like California or whatever. And so, you know, typically what happens is they show up, they get people to get angry, they try to provoke an attack, and then as soon as something like, if someone throws an empty water bottle somewhere, cops will bum rush the crowd and beat the shit out of people. And that's typically the playbook. And then everyone on the other opposite side of that, like on the White Lives Matter side, they're all fucking crazy. They're fucking crazy. Like they're out of control. They're just fucking Looney Tunes, and they just like barely have a grasp on English or reality to begin with. They've got some permanent form of psychosis that like is plaguing their daily lives. And it's like a really huge problem. Like on a societal level, like these motherfuckers, like we got to like deal with this. There's a mental health epidemic going on. I'm not even joking. It's not a joke when I say this. These people do not have different opinions. This is not an opinion thing. That the opinion stuff was thrown out the window a long motherfucking time ago. These motherfuckers don't have opinions, let alone bad opinions. These are not opinions. They just have alternative versions of reality and history. Like it's factual that the society as it is racist. It's factual. We still have districts and cities that are redlined. Like if you look at the population centers in something like Baltimore, right? It follows like 90% degree, like, you know, compared to like it was 100 years ago when it comes to black versus white population and where they're distributed, right? Like how can you say that that's not racist? Well, you say that that's not racist because you don't know that exists, and you don't know that exists because your media filter bubble doesn't tell you that exists, and you just spend your whole life not thinking that exists, and therefore you're just in an alternate world. But like it's one thing to be ignorant, because if something like doesn't, like I don't know everything, but I'm not going to claim to know everything. Like for example, if I were to come up with the claim there is no racism in America, you know what I would do? I would look for racism in America, and if I found it, I would then know that the claim of there's no racism in America is false, right? So in order, right, to say that there's no racism in America and actually be a logical and well-thinking person who's using the scientific method, what you should do is you should look for racism in America. And if you're looking for racism in America and you can't find out like about how easy it is to understand redlining, for example, then I'm sorry, you're a dumb motherfucker. But again, these people are not doing that shit. They're not like, you know, they're not doing that shit. They're not like trying to be logical. They're just saying some dumb bullshit, and it's just like, it's crazy, and it's also really fucking funny. It's also so fucking funny. Lord have motherfucking mercy. Max, what the fuck? Beneath it all. Hell yeah. It's not a joke when the nut jobs are running the asylum. Popped off in Portland last night? Oh shit. Having a bad sense of smell actually owns, because it's much easier to resist unhealthy food when you can't fucking smell it. I feel that. Whom out here getting COVID on purpose? Can't taste. What's the point of eating nachos if I can't taste, bro? Speaking of COVID, by the way, I got my second vaccine dose yesterday. My arm's feeling pretty good. Like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like, look at this. Check this out.
They felt pretty comfortable after day 2.
Right? Like, boom. My arm doesn't even hurt. That's great. Like, it's a little sore, right? Like, a little. But, like, not even remotely debilitatingly sore. And it's also getting less sore. That's the thing. Like, I've hit the peak of soreness overnight at some point. And now it's going back down. So, feeling pretty good. I'm vaccinated, right? That makes me, if you look at the globe right now, we've got an apartheid system. Like, no joke, right? This is an apartheid system of governance, right? You've got vaccinated populations and unvaccinated populations, right? So, I mean, I'm feeling pretty good about that. But at the same fucking time, look at what this fucking shit is going on in the global south. They're fucking saying, they being like, you know, just epidemiologists and government officials and stuff, they're saying the fucking countries in Africa will not get the vaccine until 2023. Are you fucking joking? They're saying that there's a lot of Latin American countries that are not going to get the vaccine until 2022 or 2023. Is that a fucking joke? Are Are you fucking joking, bro? What the fuck is that? Because that's a problem for us, too. That's a problem for the fucking vaccinated people like myself. Because if you don't vaccinate fucking everyone ASAP, you know what happens, right? Those populations, they still exist. They're not just going to all die instantly. What's going to happen is COVID's going to go there. It's going to fucking mutate like a motherfucker, and then it's going to go back out, and it's probably going to be more vaccine resistant, right? So what the fuck? We need to vaccinate everyone immediately. We need to vaccinate everyone as soon as fucking possible. So I'm just throwing that out there. You know, like, it's a huge fucking problem. We need to have, like, a global community. It's a fucking global pandemic. It's not a Western pandemic. It's not an Eastern pandemic. It's not a Southern versus Northern pandemic. It's a global motherfucking goddamn son of a bitch and pandemic. We need to fucking share the resources a little bit because public health affects all of us. It's not fucking personal health. It's public health, bitch. God damn it. I'm going to start a podcast called Above the Balls, and it's just going to be pics of dicks. I will subscribe to that podcast. All right, folks. Let's talk. Should we talk about Vaush or Mike Lindell first? What are y'all thinking? Tinfoil hat a bit. Vaccine rollout is intentional so Big Pharma can make money on that. I mean, they're already talking about needing a third dose in like 12 months and that will be like not free or something. They're already talking about that shit. So absolutely. See, I haven't gotten a chance to weigh in on this, Top Damage Wizard. That's my thing. It's like someone DM'd me a clip of Vaush being cringy, right? And so that, as a React tuber, right, I haven't gotten it to weigh in. I haven't gotten to weigh in on this topic, right? So, like, keep in mind, I'm going out there protesting the government for, like, fucking, like, that's my job now. Like, right, so, like, I'm, like, not on Twitter that much anymore. I'm not, like, you know, so I really, like, I've been getting, like, some updates here and there, and I really want to participate in this discourse. I really want to participate in this discourse, so. I mean, feel free to send me some more. I just, like, I know, like, of Vaush, and I know people in my audience know Vaush, so that's, like, why I'd be more inclined on talking about his cringe, you know, versus someone that I don't know if anyone in my audience knows. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what's up? All right, Catherine. Well, I'm going to tell you this. The clip that I saw that's not the take in the clip that I saw. So I'm just telling you that right now. And I didn't even watch the whole thing, so. But we'll see. I mean, I'm telling you, like, that's not what I saw. That's definitely not what I saw. A fisherman always spots a fisherman from afar is my take on Vaush. I feel you. I feel you. I mean, I don't hate Vaush. Like, even after this take, I don't hate him. Right? But it's like, we'll do Mike Lindell after Vaush. We're already talking about Vaush. But in order to do either of these things, I'm going to need to take a little bit of personal time here. I'm going to need to take a break. My Pillow is played out. I disagree, to be honest with you. I think both of them are worthy of discussion. Personally. Woo! By the way, how do y'all feel about me wearing my hat on the show? I felt like I might start doing that because the hat's part of my outfit. Like, people, like, at protests recognize me by my hat, and, like, that's my identifying feature, so I might start wearing the hat in my videos again. What do y'all think about that? I mean, it's like wearing the hat inside is weird, right? But it's like, don't think about that part. You know, like I'm dressing up. This is my work outfit, right? Like think about it that way. Like, yeah, is it kind of strange to wear a hat inside? Sure, whatever. That's not important right now. What are you gonna do? Oh my lord. Duke girl, fuck no. What? The fuck? Disrespecting the chat. I'll disrespect the fuck out of the chat. Yeah, I'm just letting you know right now, like, if anyone has a bad take on this shit, I'm gonna ban you. You're gonna get banned. Alright, so, someone DM'd me this clip. It's a thread of clips by Matthew Dimitri. A lot of people don't like this guy. I know why you don't like them. Whatever, you know, they've got their own little fucking propaganda machine, you know, bear with them. And so someone DM'd me this now apparently there's been this discourse going on. And again, I'm out here protesting for 35 days straight. I haven't been on Twitter that much. I'm like actually doing real life organizing, right? So I want you to understand that. And I'm not just saying that so that I seem like I'm a better person than Vaush or whatever. But I'm out here doing real life organizing every single fucking day. And so that's why I didn't know that this discourse was going on for such an extended period of time. So I want to throw that out there. All these people that are participating in on this discourse are probably useless. They're probably just like talking heads that don't supply anything of value for the most part for anything. And so let's watch this clip. It's a little bizarre. It's a little strange. But apparently this has been going on for a while. And so I've been hearing about this for like a week or so. Like some people will DM me about this. And like not just like one or two, but like I've had like 5 or 6 people DM me about this. And I'm like, whatever, I don't really care. I'm too busy doing other stuff. But it's like, you know what? I haven't done some React content in a while. Someone DM'd me this clip. I can react to a clip. A clip is easy mode, right? Like I don't want to like to read an article or respond to a Twitter chain or whatever. That's weird. That's cringy, right? But a clip, I can respond to a clip. So let's respond.
Okay, I can. This is not the same thing, okay? All right? This is not even remotely comparable for so many reasons that are so obvious that I worry the people making these takes legitimately have never been outside. So to them, a picture on a billboard and a person...
So again, I just want to say, I've been out here protesting the government for 35 days straight. I've got a tan, like you can see it right here. So according to Vaush, for having the following opinion, I have never been outside.
Your life, they carry the same weight in their head, like to that, like their minds have melted until they don't understand the difference between bringing a kid to a shopping mall and walking by a Victoria's Secret and bringing a kid to Pride and seeing a bunch of dudes in leather fucking gimp suits being led around by a leash.
So okay, I want to ask you what the difference between those two things are. Like, I'm serious. What is the difference? The difference is 1, women, 2, men. That's the difference. That seems to be like what if a man is dressed in sexually provocative attire, can't do it. Sorry, that's gross. If a woman is dressed in sexually provocative attire, oh, it's normal. She's just, she's just dressing to impress. She's normal. She's, that's fine. Right? Oh, in fact, it's so good that you should compliment her all the time. Right? That's how like society views this situation. And so it's weird. Like not even walking by a Victoria's Secret like a store, but like I'm serious. Like just check out the typical way that women dress versus the way that men dress. Right? I'm just saying like women's clothing is a lot more sexualized than men's clothing, right? And so like for whatever reason, people like Vaush just have this weird reaction to men dressing in sexually provocative attire that like, they wouldn't have if a woman was dressed. Like it's just weird. And the other thing is, again, why are kids like I don't understand. Like what like are you bringing like a 5-year-old to Pride? I don't know. That's weird to me. I wouldn't bring a 5-year-old to Pride. But maybe that's just because I don't have a 5-year-old. But also, at the same time, Pride is inherently about sex. I'm sorry. Like I understand, right, that like, you know, kids can be gay or trans, and like, you know, like that should be allowed to be like, you know, you should be in participatory in Pride. But like Pride is a lot about sex. It's a huge part of Pride is sex, right? So to say that you should not have any sort of references to sex in any capacity at Pride, I'm sorry, that's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And also, I personally think, you know, and we're going to get into this, like, there's more of this, right? But I personally think that you should just have, like, you know, wear normal clothes sections, and then wear not normal clothes sections. Like, let's say, like, 6 p.m., it's after hour. That's my personal opinion. That's my opinion. And that's my opinion as someone who isn't a huge fan of, like, you know, people being openly sexual in public. I'm not a huge fan of, like, watching people, like, you know, do that kind of stuff, right? So I would probably dip out at that point personally, right? So it's not just a kid's thing. It's just a relative comfort thing. But that being said, I'm not going to go cry like a fucking baby if a fucking man is wearing fucking leather fucking assless chaps, because I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
The idea to me that there are people in actual good earnest faith making the comparison between those two things is unfathomable to me. This sounds like a trad take, not gonna lie. Mods, you can just ban everyone who says shit like that. None of these people belong in my community.
This is really
okay?
funny. Meltdown time.
Now, additionally, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, just purge, okay? Just remove, okay? These people, they don't have arguments, by the way. They just want to be able to wave their dick around in front of kids. Yeah, I'll say it. I think you're fucking weird, okay?
So I don't understand. Like, again, like, I don't know. That's weird. Like, it's strange. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just doing this to participate in the discourse too. But apparently it gets worse.
You are so selfish, so fucking selfish. When you, an adult, try to tell everyone that Pride shouldn't be for kids because you want to do adult shit at Pride. You are so fucking self-obsessed. It makes me disgusted to be a part of this.
But okay, I have a question. Like, is this guy serious right now? I'm like, why is this guy so mad? I'm genuinely asking. Why is he so mad? Is that he's playing it up for like cartoon character sake? Like, what is that? Why is he so fucking angry? Like he's genuinely like consider anger management or whatever. But like also like again like certain things can be family friendly, certain things can be adults only, right? Like again. There's a lot of things that kids shouldn't be involved in that adults should be able to do. Like, I think personally there should be periods of time where, like, let's say you should be able to, like, you know, be publicly intoxicated, right? Let's say, you know, in a well-monitored, well-lit area, you know, where people are, like, you know, relatively regulated. And I don't know. I think that should be allowed. I think that other sorts of things should be allowed at certain time periods that only certain kinds of people should go to as far as age brackets are concerned, right? I think that there should be certain things that kids are only allowed in and maybe have, like, you know, only well, like, you know, regulated people watch over them, like, you know, at a playground or something, you know, like that kind of stuff. I think there's all sorts of scenarios where you can separate things based on age. I don't understand, like, has Vaush ever been to a Pride event? Like, that's why I'm, like, weirded out by this. Because I've been to Pride events, and, like, they've been, like, different sections at different times do different things. You know what I mean? Like, and so that's why it's, like, weird to me. Like, because I used to live in D.C., and in D.C., Pride, you'd have, like, that shit over there on that street, that shit over there on that street at that time, that shit over, like, and so if you don't want to have your kids see someone in assless chaps dancing on a fucking float with fucking confetti and a fucking, you know, I don't, like, then don't take them to that section. I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's, I don't know, this whole discourse reeks of people that have never been to Pride. That's so strange.
Takes like that taken seriously. Oh, dude, Pride historically has been about throwing bricks at cop cars. First of all, fuck you, LARPer. You weren't doing shit like that. Second of all,
whoa, if you really buddy. First of all, I just want to say, you know, that's how Pride started. I'm just throwing that out there, like, I'm just throwing that out there.
Fuck you, LARPer. You weren't doing shit like that. Second of all, if you really care about throwing bricks at cop cars, you shouldn't need Pride as an excuse, all right? You can throw it at any time. Not that I'm endorsing that, Twitch. Thank you very much. But don't pretend like Pride was like the one avenue of social unrest that you had the opportunity to participate in.
I don't think anyone does that.
Because it's not. And it never has been, all right? What you're doing is you're LARPing. You're sacrificing the accessibility.
That's the thing. Like, I think Vaush is LARPing. Like, I don't, like, I watched a little bit of it, and this guy just seems so mad for no fucking reason. Like, that's the thing. It's like, why are you so angry? Like, I could never imagine being this angry over something as stupid as this, like, and having no vested interest. Like, does Vaush have a kid? I don't know. Does he have a kid? Is Vaush like going to Pride and having like kink display? Like, I don't understand. Like, he's got no vested interest. He's just pretending to be mad online so that he can get like viral clips like this. But I mean, I guess that's, you know, why I'm responding to it, right? But,
to kids in favor of some weird aesthetic that, and I'm going to take a hot take here, betting most of the people who are bitching about this on social media have never actually been to a Pride event. Pretty confident in that.
Okay.
Pretty fucking confident in that. I'd bet that hard.
Okay. That's interesting. Because again, I've been to Pride events, and every single one that I've been to has like different times and different places for different things, right? Now, hey, I've been to Pride and I've seen some people wearing some sexually provocative, you know, clothing, but nothing like, you know, like fucking, you know, like the way that Vaush is describing. Like, I don't know, it's so strange. It's so strange. But I just can't imagine getting so mad at something like this. Like in this clip, this motherfucker's telling people to go outside and touch grass because they're too online. And then in the next, like, breath, he's too online and screaming about some bullshit that no one cares about. Right? Like, and that's what's so weird about this.
Absolutely, I would. All right? Now, most Pride events are presentable.
Catherine, Blair White is also part of the LGBT community and has bad opinions. Like, him being fucking pansexual or whatever has nothing to do with this clip being bad. I'm sorry. I'm just letting you know that.
And, like, accessible to kids. The one in Humboldt, the one that I went to most recently, also is, okay? It was literally just like a big fairground type thing, you know? And there were, like, booths over here and there, like, make a tie-dye shirt, you know? Go buy this bar of soap made from a local vendor, you know? Here, you can buy some flags. I think the most suggestive thing I remember is that somebody molded lollipops into, like, big dicks or something. But, like, the broader, I mean...
You said you have no... Yeah, okay, that's true, I guess. I was just talking about the kids angle. I don't know if he has a kid, so I don't know why he's, like, so personally outraged on behalf of kids that he doesn't have. Like, that just seems to me like a weird thing to do. Like, that's just weird to me.
It was just fun. It was just funny. Okay, whatever. But the broader atmosphere, I think, was broadly presentable. And, you know, if you're a parent, you let your kid buy the popsicle dick, that's on you. I mean, whatever. But generally speaking, it felt like things were kept, like, fairly accessible to everyone, okay?
Well, yeah, I just don't understand this. Like, the idea of, like, men wearing sexually provocative, like clothing is just, like, what the fuck is the problem? Like, I don't understand. Like, the whole thing is about, like, be yourself. That's the whole thing.
The problem is, okay, that there are some Pride events where there are displays of what I would consider very obviously sexual behavior in ways that are not, like, shuttled off to some little booth in the far back that you have to look for specifically, but are, like, made a core element of the presentation. And this is where
now here's another problem, right? Is, like, has something like that maybe happened once? Sure, okay, like, but also, like, is Vaush gonna provide any example of what, like, a sexually provocative act is? Like, what is an act? Like, fucking men kissing? Is that an act? Like, I don't know, because, like, men and women kiss in fucking children's movies all the time, right? But so, like, what is the sexually provocative act? Like, men, like, pretending to hump each other? Like, I don't know exactly, like, what the degree of what, like, what's over the line, what's under the line. I don't understand, and that's my problem with this
really bugs me, because there are so many bad faith comparisons that I see online. So, I think Pride should be appropriate to children, okay? I think that you should be, like, if you're, like, a gay parent...
See, that's weird. That's weird. I think that's weird. Like, should you have, like, why is that, like, you think all, like, is that, like, should there be, like, I don't know. I think Pride, yes, some parts. Like, if you're going at 11 a.m., sure. But it's, like, I don't understand why that has to be, like, a rule that other people have to follow. What if you don't have kids, and what if you do want to participate in that kind of stuff? I don't know. It's weird.
If you're, like, 35... you got, like, a 9-year-old kid, you should be able to go there. And not only should you be able to go there, you should be able to invite, like, your kids' friends' parents there. Like, you should be, hey, like, my kid and your kid want to hang out. Maybe they could go this and we could, like, hang out or something.
Now, this
like
is LARPing. Kind of this is LARPing. That's what this is. This is LARPing. Like, I'm telling you this right now. This is absolutely LARPing, right? Like, he's describing some obscure scenario that, like, will probably maybe happened like 12 times in the history of humanity as like the sole reason. Like, what the fuck is this?
You know, like that's how presentable I want it to be, and a lot of places are that presentable. I don't want to give the impression that all Pride events are like these degeneracy havens that, and like I'm complaining against that. I'm mostly complaining against the people on social media who think that Pride should be some sort of nightclub spillover fuckfest who do not give a shit about the kids. But there's a group of
that's not interesting to me, but I respect and agree with people's desire for that to happen. I personally would even go further and say I think that we should be having the capability and the possibility of doing all kinds of things in outdoor spaces, right? Whether it be fuck fests or not fuck fests, and doesn't matter what time of the year. If there are enough people that want to collectively decide to do a certain thing in a certain area, and they can effectively block it all off to people that aren't interested, I think that should be allowed to do. So I just I don't understand this this language here. And then it's just again, it's just I don't, why, like, he's describing this bizarre scenario. Like, does he have a friend with a kid or something?
Who do not give a shit about the kids. But there's a group even worse than them. There's the group of people who say, no, Pride should be for kids. And we should have sexual activity at Pride. And that's where all the pedo accusations come in.
Well, I mean, at Pride, like, what does that mean? Like, what the fuck? Like, what does that mean? At Pride. I think, yes, there should be kids at Pride. I also think, yes, people should do sex acts at Pride. I also don't think they should be at the same fucking time, right? So it's like the idea that like he's trying to like put people into this category and try to like shuffle them into some bizarre fucking label is just bizarre to me. Do I think people should be literally engaging in sex in front of children? No, absolutely not. That's disgusting, right? But if a man wants to kiss another man on a big float and a kid happens to be on the sidewalk fucking 30 feet away, is that going to be the end of the world to me? No, it's not, because kids see adults kiss all the fucking time, right? So like, I don't like this weirdo, like there's no distinction between what's a sex act and what's just regular adult normalized behavior and like what is actually obscene. It's just bizarre. It's strange. And I just don't understand. I just don't understand it. It's weird. It's weird to me. And I, like, again, as someone who goes outside and missed most of this, I mean, I just wanted to weigh in on this.
Okay. Now, let's address these arguments real quick. Okay?
Is that the
Now,
end?
this mostly gets hung up on what constitutes sexual...
How are you going to stop it here? Oh, no. Anyway, that's enough. I just wanted to participate in the discourse. I think Vaush isn't as bad as the first clip was, because he was really mad in the first clip. But again, I just think this whole thing is really stupid, because I see people DMing me about it all the fucking time, and I just wanted to weigh in on it in some capacity. Do I think that people should engage in sex in front of children? No. Do I think that people wearing leather fucking assless chaps and fucking like running around and doing cartwheels is inherently sexual? No. Do I think that if they wanted to be inherently sexual that they could? Sure. I don't give a fuck. Like, this is such a nuanced argument. I don't understand why people are being put in these like bizarre camps. Like that's one of my problems with online discourse, is that like people get put in these categories, right? Where it's like you're pro this or anti this or pro this, pro that. And it's like, you can have your own opinions, and then guess what? We can organize based on our opinions, right? So if someone is comfortable with bringing their child to a situation where there's going to be a man doing cartwheels and assless chaps, that's their decision as a parent, I guess. That, I think that's weird, but I'm not a parent, right? So it's like, okay, right? So, but like also like on the same token, if there's someone who doesn't want to bring their child to a Pride event, right? That's their decision, right? We can organize based on our opinions. I don't understand why this is a huge problem. It's so strange. Like, it's like so weird and it's bizarre, and I don't understand why these people are LARPing. Like, this is LARPing. Like, I'm telling you this right now. Like, someone saying that they want to like throw a brick at Stonewall like fucking anniversary, like, that's not LARPing. That's just being like making a historical reference. What's actually LARPing is pretending that you're gonna, like, you know, this is the biggest issue of the world, and that like everyone's like, for like, people are forced to have their children see like fucking erect dicks out of the fucking skies falling from heaven, right? It's like, it's weird, it's strange, it's bizarre, and you know, I just wanted to weigh in on this a little bit. So that's my take. Hot take. Bada boom. Vibe check, I'm feeling pretty good. Like, I mean, I just think that the whole, like, this whole discourse just seems so stupid, and every single thing I've seen people say on it seems very stupid, so, I just wanted to provide a hot take. Let's talk about Mike Lindell, should we? Shall we? Shall we talk about Michael Lindell? Because this seems like a funny scoop. So Michael Lindell, the CEO of MyPillow, which is, again, just a platform for something much bigger, had a little bit of an interesting situation occur in his life. And he was trying to attend a governor's event. And considering he wasn't a governor, he didn't let him in. So let's read. The Republican Governors Association on Tuesday threw out Mike Lindell, the CEO of MyPillow and a top Trump ally, after he showed up to its spring conference in Tennessee, he told Politico in an interview. Lindell said he had flown to Nashville on Monday to attend the 3-day meeting starting on Tuesday, but that only a few minutes after he collected his credential at the JW Marriott Hotel, an event coordinator in the lobby told him he was not allowed in any of the official events. An RGA official who spoke on the condition of anonymity said on Tuesday night that Lindell tried to join transportation for members only at a dinner at the Tennessee governor's mansion and was declined. The person added, "These events are for RGA members, and Mike Lindell is not currently an RGA member." I love the idea that this motherfucker is just like walking around, like just trying to get into events. Hey, hey, can I just get in here? Like, and that's the thing. That's actually really funny because, like, I imagine it works. I imagine he's, like, sneaking in to a lot of these places, too, while he's at it. Lindell rose to political fame in the last year as he became a top ally of then-President Donald Trump, even speaking at the White House event in the early weeks of the pandemic, blah, blah, blah. Lindell on Tuesday showed a screenshot of a calendar event headlined RGA Nashville meeting with the attachment NashvilleAgenda.pdf, and he said he had been invited to the event in the last month or two. And he shared the schedule of RGA events for Tuesday and Wednesday that had the word confidential at the bottom, which just typing the word means it's confidential, right? Lindell also shared his executive roundtable badge to the conference. The dinner Tuesday night was titled Executive Roundtable Reception and Dinner. Earlier on Tuesday, Lindell had gone on Steve Bannon's radio show and promised to confront Georgia Governor Brian Kemp and Arizona Governor Doug Ducey, the RGA's chair, about the election and allegations of fraud in their states. Here we go. Hundreds of people are attending this week's conference in Nashville, the organization's first widely attended event to be held since the start of COVID pandemic more than a year ago. Blah, blah, blah. Who cares? And so that's really funny. That's really funny that he's going out there. He's trying to get into like the secret meetings. And then everyone's like, bro, like, we don't like you. Like, I'm just letting you know, like, you're weird. Like, you're like, you think you're in like a universe that like it no longer exists, right? Like, and that's just hilarious to me that he's trying to get into these like governor meetings, and it's just like, what is this guy doing? He's like, it's like a troll kind of a thing. Like, this is like, he's like kind of like a public nuisance. Like, what you used to have like roles in society for like the fool. That would like run around like town and just like, crack jokes at people. Like someone's walking to the grocery store and the fucking fool just comes at you and goes like, blah, right? Like, that's basically Mike Lindell. Like, that's his role in society right now. He's the fucking town fucking fool, dude. Like, God damn it. Fuck me. He's the motherfucking fool. That's so funny. Oh, that's so funny. Andrea, are you doing okay? Saw the news and was a little worried since we've been at the protest every day for over a month, hoping the fascists ran over their car into the protest gets a hate crime charge. I'm fine. Thank you for asking. Do you own a gun? No, I do not. I should have said no comment. Or maybe I'm lying. Whenever I wink, I hear my eyeball close, like my eyelid. Like it makes an audible noise to me. Like when I blink, it doesn't really. But when I wink, it does. It's strange. Does anyone else like... It's weird. Why is there like more of a noise for that? It's very strange. Very fucking strange. So, how's everyone doing today? Hopefully everyone's feeling pretty good. Probably gonna peace out pretty soon. Max the dog is right here, folks. Hey, bud. See if we can get Max the dog up here. Hey, Maxie. Hey, Max. Look at this goddamn creature, man. You see this fucking creature? Isn't this amazing? Look at this beautiful, beautiful angel. I'm gonna fucking cry. Like, this dog is so goddamn amazing. Like, look at him. Look at his paws, dude. Look at his fucking paws. Like, look at this shit. Look. Are you seeing this motherfucking dog? He's licking me. The dog is fucking licking me right now. Like, isn't this just amazing? The world we live in right now? Like, just like, what is happening right now? Like, the whole history of the universe has led to this moment where there's just a fucking dog licking my hand on my bed. Oh my fucking God, man. Like, this is incredible. Holy shit. Look at my hand, by the way. My God. Look at this fucking dog. The motherfucking domino effect. I swear to God, it just never fails. Look at this. Like, what am I supposed to do right now about this situation? Like, this is just like an earth-shattering... Like, this is like, what the hell is going on right now? This is... Oh my God, the dog is stretching. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. Oh, beautiful baby. Oh my Lord, I'm gonna cry. Look at him, he's so fucking precious. Oh. Never motherfucking fails. Lord have fucking mercy. Alright, folks. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good one now. Also, it's my birthday next Monday. So, birthday next Monday, folks. If you want to give me a birthday present. Y'all want to get me a birthday present. PayPal, Cash App, Patreon. Bada boom. Just throwing that out there. It's a retweet. Just throwing it out there, you know. You know what's up.
Retweet. That was an opinion of somebody, and that was a retweet. I'll put it out there. People can decide for themselves. I don't take a position. Running against the worst candidate in the history of presidential politics puts pressure on me. Could you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do? I'm going to say, I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country. I don't know. And he's like this, and we will, I need water, help me, I need water, help.
Get your words straight, Jack.
They had a very bad original concept. It was carried out poorly, and the cover-up was one of the worst in the history of government. Very simple. Bad deal, should have never been thought of. Somebody really messed up. And they had the worst cover-up ever. And where it should have stopped is at the deal standpoint, when they thought about it. Because whoever thought of that idea, I think is in big trouble.
In person, in my office, in Philadelphia. They felt pretty comfortable after day 2.
It's not that they don't want to help. They don't know quite what to do. Play the radio. Make sure the television. Make sure you have the record player on at night. The phone. Make sure the kids hear word.
Early in the morning, they went to the table with the black robe, the black shield, and they pulled out the votes. Those votes were put there a number of hours before. Everybody comes in your grandmother, your father. Everybody comes in your grandmother. Everybody comes in your grandmother. Everybody comes in your grandmother, your father, your mother, your brother, your cousins. They come in so easily, so crazy, so crazy. Everybody comes in your grandmother, your